Yes, I'm Ben Choi. I'm from Johns Hopkins University in the United States, and I am with primary appointment is radiology, and I also have a joint appointment in electrical and computer engineering, and also in biomedical engineering.
What is the main idea of the talk?
So my talk is about four-dimensional image reconstruction in emission tomography, and which include SPEC and PET. And the idea is that traditionally, emission tomography is a good molecular imaging technique. And particularly for the heart imaging, it will give you molecular imaging information such as perfusion and viability. But in terms of motion, it has been not a very good technique because of the noise. The idea is that through this four-dimensional image reconstruction, we're able to substantially reduce the noise. So we're able to now get better motion information. From the better motion information, we can also derive things such as heart failure type of kind of diagnostic, and also maybe talk about in the future soon, we will be able to find the cardiac also maybe strain, myocardial strain, the information that used to be, you can only get it through ultrasound and also in MRI. But if we are successful, that means that now we may be able to do so-called one-stop shopping. We'll be able to, from a PET scan or even a SPEC scan, we can get perfusion information and also motion information, such as even into in the cardiac myocardial strain type of information that you cannot get before. That hopefully also substantially reduce the medical costs and without going to multiple modalities.
Okay. I want you to say a word about biomedical engineering, something to encourage biomedical engineering.
Well, I think medical imaging right now becoming more and more one of the major biomedical engineering subspecialty now. I think a lot of people, students, are very interested in medical imaging because of it's a very multidisciplinary area that if you get into it, then you can utilize many type of talent that you can have, ranging from mathematics to physics to engineering, and of course, you also get into medicine and the biology now in the molecular imaging. So it's a very exciting area, and I think it's also expanding very fast. And for instance, give an example. Recently, the multimodality PET-MR and or SPEC-MR, and then PET-CT and SPEC-CT already kind of very quickly becoming a clinical tools. And I think the future is very bright. There's a lot of exciting, also like ultrasound and also combining ultrasound with MR, combining ultrasound with PET and SPEC are kind of exciting direction that we're going.
I want you to tell me, how did you find Egypt?
Oh, Egypt. I heard a lot. Of course, I heard a lot about Egypt, and we have students from Egypt in our division that I run, and also we have Egyptian colleague, and now is in the faculty in our division, and so I have heard a lot about it. I have quite a bit of friends from Egypt, and this is my first time actually come to visit Egypt. So I haven't seen much yet, except this long ride from the airport, and 1 hour ride last night, which give me a kind of opportunity to see a lot of the kind of life in Egypt. But I plan to stay a few days after the meeting. Hopefully, I will see more about Cairo, and also I go to Luxor when my wife came. So we will take a few days off and see the great places in Egypt.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.